Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of Suffolk's #1 YouTube channel. Thank you all very much for continued support as we keep getting to the centre of non-bullshittery and transparency. And what a day, ladies and gentlemen. Well, first of all, it's Friday. Thank crunchy it's Friday. Friday the 31st of October, the last day of the month. We are about to hit November. Remembrance Month, let's remember that. And we sit back and, well, I know I do. I reflect on times gone by. Could I have done this? Could I have done that? Can I be a better person? Can I do better at this? Can I do better at that there? I fucked up that day. Could I fix that? We all reflect. But there's no person reflecting more this morning than Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the King's brother, who up until yesterday morning was a prince. Well, it seems he's been stripped of everything. Everything. He's lost everything. He's lost his dignity. No longer to be a prince. Duke of York taken off him. His crescent removed from Windsor Castle. Everything taken from him. His house is now gone. He has to find alternative accommodation, but he's going to be housed in Sandringham Estate. The king will look after him. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. He can't go out and get a job. Can he? Come on, let's look at this logically. He can't go out and get a job. He can't. The king does have a duty of care, by the way, to do look after his brother. At the minute, what's happening, in my opinion, is it's a fallout because he lied. He lied about cutting ties with Jeffrey Epstein, and he didn't. Emails are coming out now to show that he continued to have correspondence with Jeffrey Epstein even after he was a convicted pedo. That is shameful behaviour, ladies and gentlemen. It's also shameful behaviour that Sarah Ferguson, his wife, was funded and bankrolled by Epstein and lied about it. They lied about it under oath, which means they do not believe in the oath. They don't believe in it. They lied to keep themselves going. However, there needs to become a stop. Let's stop. Leave the guy alone. I'm hearing now that apparently campaigners want a private prosecution. And I'm going to tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, that will never happen. They can try to. They can try to. Andrew has lost everything. He's now going to be exiled from the royal family. He's out of the royal family. But it sets precedents, doesn't it? The king is setting precedents where his son, William, who will be the king, can see how everything's done. And now insiders are saying, and I mean this, proper insiders are saying that William is noting and logging everything because he's going to carry out the same duties towards Harry and Meghan. He's going to remove his brother's prince title when he takes over the crown. So everything's being done for a reason. Now, the one thing that I find strange is that campaigners want blood. Everyone cares about mental health. Can you imagine being Andrew and where his mental health is at the minute? Where he is. He must be in turmoil. Leave him alone. Because what happens next, ladies and gentlemen, could be dangerous. It could be extremely dangerous. Campaigners want a private prosecution. I can tell you now that Andrew knows who was with him on that island. Andrew knows who was with him when he was with Epstein. Andrew now becomes a dangerous, dangerous man because he has a list of names of senior people around the world, whether you're CEOs, whether you're royal family, whether you're heads of state. He knows who was with him. So what could happen now is heads could roll. No one is safe. So if you think that you're a private campaigner and you're going to try now to prosecute Andrew, you'll be surprised where he gets money from. You'll be surprised who bankrolls his defence. You'll be surprised who takes him under their wing right now. All those people on the Epstein list, all those people that circled and hung around with Andrew must be panicking like hell right now. Because Andrew has now nothing to lose, has he? Nothing. He'll still stay in a royal estate. And when you're on a royal estate, you still have, believe it or not, royal protection funded by the king. So there we go. It's went from a shit show. I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I don't feel sorry for Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. You know, you make your own bed, you lie in it, or you get someone to make your bed, and someone else to lie in it. But what happens next? What you'll see next is moves from different people, which would surprise you. Keep an eye on the media, keep an eye on people's Twitter accounts, keep an eye on what people say, because what you'll find is people will let their guard down, won't they? You know, Peter Mandelson, he was the US ambassador, wasn't he? The UK ambassador to the US for a while. He was stripped. What you'll see is different people now being thrown under the bus. I'm sure Harry and Meghan are laughing now, thinking they're not the centre stage anymore. But no doubt, in time to come, Meghan's name will make an appearance. That she appeared on certain yachts. So I'd stand by and I'd watch this very carefully, how it falls out. Two things is going to happen. Either Andrew's going to get the biggest book deal payday in history to tell his story, or you're going to see other people panic now, because Andrew now holds all 4 aces. Anyway, listen, there is other news today, believe it or not, but this is the headline. There's about 10 stories about Andrew in every single tabloid, and yeah, my question is, will Harry be wearing his puppy yet? Now, people did say yesterday, but it's still October, Trevor, it's still October. Actually, that's not, well, that is true. However, ladies and gentlemen, watch TV, watch presenters, watch the news presenters, watch anyone on TV, watch celebrities, watch talk shows, watch game shows. Everyone wears their puppy from about the second week onwards in October. And if you look at royals, members of the royal family, they all wear puppies in public from mid-October onwards. That's what I was trying to point out. Anyway, listen, I'm going to shoot on. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Stay safe. Keep an eye on the mainstream media. Keep an eye on certain people. Watch how they behave now, knowing that a guy with all the trump cards and a guy with all the ammunition has been trampled on by the mainstream media. You could find that people at the very, very top of the mainstream media actually sat down at a table in Malibu with Prince Andrew at the time. Take care. Have a wonderful day.